Hey guys, welcome back to another Salty George. Well, as you can tell, we are finally in. The garage is now done and we've got the Newport home as well. If you can remember from last video, it went from this building site to obviously this now. And then the extension was basically from here to this. So yeah, she's done. We've had a bit of an extension down that side obviously and a little bit there because this garage was in a real weird shape. I don't know why, but it was sort of came across and then went out, and then so I had a bit of a corner missing and it was a nightmare. But hey, never mind, it's done now. It's big enough for a C body. So if I can get a C body in here, mate, I'll get any Mopar in here, or Mustang or Chevy or whatever, like, you know what I mean? So we've got plenty of room down the sides. I mean, this little beauty here, she's what, 19 feet long. So yeah, there's plenty of room. And obviously on the other side as well, we've got a load of wood out there on that side because we're garden's a bit of a building site, but hey, never mind. That's not what you're here for. Right, I'm going to crack on with this tomorrow. So yeah, here we go. Bang in mush. Salty George. Well, it's been more than a couple of days. Unfortunately, I've had a chest infection, so I'm so out of breath. And all I've done is set up the camera. But while I've been indoors, what's been bugging me is that when we picked the car up from the docks, as you saw the car come across, I'll show you now. And what I said was that the bonnet was open, the hood was open, and the reason why it was open was because obviously they needed to jump start it. They jump started it, got it out obviously to the trailer, everything was fine. Ticking over, choke came off, lovely, drove lovely. Trying to get it up on the trailer, stalled it, okay, whatever, it's automatic. Carb wants a tune, not a problem. Wouldn't start, obviously battery was flat, not a problem. Got it back to my friend's house, took the battery, charged it up. When I took the battery over there to mess about with it, which hence the first video, I left the battery on there. Went flat again. So I've obviously got a parasitic drawer. I've been rattling my brains about it, and what I have noticed is that as soon as I attach the battery, there's an aftermarket car stereo in the car. That comes alive straight away. So whether it's got anything to do with that, I don't know, but I like to find out. I've been rattling my brains over this, and I've done one or two little tests, and I'll show you now. Right, should be able to see. You can see the screen. Right, now, if I put my terminals across the battery with nothing connected to it, I should get a constant about 1241. Right, now I'm going to keep my hand on it just for a second, just to make sure that I don't get anything dropping. No voltage drop, excuse me. Oh, if anything, there you go, 1242. How about that? Right, okay. Now, I'm going to put these on. I appreciate they're not tight, but they're not going to come off because I've twisted them. Now, if you listen in the background, you'll probably hear the stereo kick in, as in come alive. Ready? This goes. Right. So now that's come alive. If I put these back across here, hang on, let's get a bit comfy. Right, 1236. And if I leave it on here, there you go, she's starting to drop already. 12:34, there you go. So, by having the battery on, we've obviously got a draw. There she goes. But I don't know what. My guess is it's the stereo, because it's aftermarket and it's been obviously, I won't say wired up wrong, that's unfair, but something ain't right there. See, now I've taken it off again. If I put it back on, you'll hear it again. Listen. There she goes. Right, so something ain't right. So, now, let's go inside and have a look. Obviously, this is the aftermarket stereo. The original one's up there. I found a nice red wire here. That looks like speaker wire, but it feels like there is a connection in here. So if I undo all this lot and pull it apart, hopefully, I'm guessing as it's red, it's going to be the live. So I'm wondering if this is the live to the wire that has to be constantly live to hold the memory, and maybe that's what's causing the draw, because it's faulty or something like that. You never know. Oh, here we go, we've got some sort of a connector here going on. Oh, do come along. Tell you what, just cut it. That'll be easier, won't it? Right, let's see if that stereo comes live as soon as I touch the battery on there. Shall we? Here we go. No. No, nothing. And also, I don't feel any small sparks as I connect the battery to the terminal. So, right, let's go back over here. Right, let's touch this and see if we get a draw still, shall we? So, it would seem the car stereo was at fault. Looks like probably through sitting for however many years. What was this, 17, wasn't it? 4 years? Possibly a bit of damp inside, I don't know. Looks like a bit of a dry circuit there, or a bit of corrosion across one of the circuit inside the stereo was giving me a draw. So, looks like that's rectified. Right, I'll have to have a think about now what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Because what we got here, let me show you. At the moment, these two on this side, they don't open with the handle, the front or the back. That's very stiff. So I'm wondering if something inside is bent on that one. And then perhaps this one, something has just come off, because if you do the interior handle, it opens up beautiful. So I think maybe a clip has come off of that, and I think that's a bit, gets so far then it goes a bit spongy. So I'm wondering if something is getting stuck, or perhaps something's bent. I don't know. If I put my hand in, I can open it. Hang on. 2 hands, that's better. So, and that carpet a second. Come along. Stay there. But yeah, she opens up all right from the inside, not a problem. Well, there's no child locks, but then again that would be inside, not outside. So, and she shuts lovely, but I say this handle's a bit on the spongy side, so I'm wondering if something's getting stuck. And that's, as you can hear it locking fine. Tell you what, if I lock it, yeah, if I lock it I can't open it from the inside either. How about that one? Oh no, that just kicks that button up, I saw that. If you pull the inside handle, that pulls that up anyway, so. I think this one, a clip has come off, and this one, something is either bent inside or has moved, and it's interfering with the way that the rod goes up and down. So I think that's my next job, is to take these door panels off. Take the door panels off and see what we've got going on. Right, let's make a start on taking this door panel off, shall us? What we got is a Allen key on the window winder. That just unscrews, and behind this handle here is, I think, 1/2 inch bolt. A couple of screws holding the handle on, and you'll have a couple of screws up underneath here, which not only hold the handle on, but it also holds the backing plate on as well. And then just use some clips to take the door panel off. So, right, let's crack on. Right, let's take off this window crank. I don't know what size Allen key it is, don't ask. That's that done. This is, I thought it was 1/2 inch, it's not, it's 7/16 for the handle. There you go. We'll let that undo by hand. It should do. Let's get a pair of pliers, hang on. Right, I've got some needle nose pliers, because inside this is 6 grooves, and you can put the edge of the pliers in there and twist. Keep the door open. There she goes. There she goes. That's fallen out. Shouldn't have done, but never mind. The clip obviously hasn't been put on right. Never mind. It is what it is. Right, let's get a Phillips screwdriver. These are always at a funny angle, these ones. It's at a funny angle, aren't they? That better. There you go. There you go, they come off together. Put that back in there for now. Right. Flathead screwdriver. Get the old door panel pliers. These are great, these are. Take lots of things off with these. You can even take off windscreen wipers. Is that it? Take the doorknob off, that would help. 3 hours later. Right, and that should be it. Voila! One door panel removed. Yeah, we got one clip that stayed behind, look. There you go. Right, that's that job jobbed. Now, let's see what we got down in the door panel. See if there's a clip in there. Right, let's wind the window up first. Out of the way. Right, have we got any clips in here at all? Anything over there? No. Can't see anything. Right, okay, let's wind the window back down. And yeah. Oh, the clip's there. Oh, that's okay. The clip is actually there. If you can see, the rod has obviously come
disconnected, it's come out of there and it looks like it's tucked behind. Right, excuse me. Right, okay, let's see what we can do, shall we? Right, what I've done is put the rod into this clip which goes through this mechanism here. So what I'm going to try and do now is try and force that into position, because you really can't get your hand up there. There she goes. Jobbed. Now swing that, oh sorry, swing that black clip down. I'll go down and around, clip onto the bar like so. Bob's your uncle. There we go. There it is, and that's on. Jobbed. Actually, I think we best check it before we actually put it all back together again. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Bang and mush. Sorted, George. That's opening and shutting lovely. Right, that's all sorted out in there. Make sure that's still on. Yeah, lovely. Right, let's just put that panel back on, and it's just a case of reversing what we've done. What I'll do, actually, I'm going to hoover all that lot out so it's clear of all the crap, and put a bit of grease on the runners so that it's got a bit of grease on there. So, George, right, that's all the door runners greased up as they should be. And where are we? Where we're looking there, in that hole as well. Look, that will take grease. That will take grease down into this mechanism here, and also down there I've greased as well, and these ones up here. So that's all nice and greased up. That'll last a good couple of years. That's good. Lovely. Both ends. Also, where this goes, where this goes up and down as well. Right, now we can put it back together. You know, when you do these old cars, I mean, this one's what, 49 years old. So obviously, it's had quite a few pairs of hands go through it, I expect, over the years. You find out, you know, like what other people have done, mistakes have been made, etc. You know, when I took that door panel off and the remote mirror just fell through, this is why. This clip here was actually screwed on to this, then put through, instead of that clip holding it in place. So hence why when I took the door panel off, that just fell through. See, it's not that the clip was missing or anything like that. Somebody has obviously done what I do, is like put the clips back on again, and maybe somebody else has come to put it back together again and put it on wrong. Oops. So at least that's done properly now as well. Sorted, George. Let's crack on. Right, that's that done. Window winds up lovely, quiet and smooth. No effort. Jobbed. Right, let's get on with the back door now. Back door's going to be exactly the same as the front. Let's crack on and do that. Right, it's nice to see that the plastic is still on there as well. Right, what I said before was I think that one of these arms is too long, right? Right, let's try again. Turn the camera around. Right, I said before I think one of these arms is too long. Now, if I push the handle in, as you can see, the one that I've disconnected pushes down. Right, that in turn, if I can get my hand up in there, that in turn pulls this arm down, and as you can see up the top here, pulls this. Operates the mechanism, right? Now, 2 seconds, hang on. Right, for all intents and purposes, I have done the mechanism so that the door is closed. So when you push the handle button in, that pushes down on this bit, which then, like I say, pulls that down. Now, if I pull this down, you'll hear it. There you go, that's better. Right, let's just open the door. But with that connected, let me put that back in. Hang on, let me put that back in. 2 seconds. Right, with that now connected, push the button, and as you can see, that pushes that down. But that is not being pushed down far enough. Right, I've just done the latch again. So if I push the button, it's not going to do it. But if I go up this way and pull it down, there you go. So that arm is not pushing this down far enough. Hence why I said I think something is bent, and I think over time these angles have got greater and this has got a fraction shorter. So if I take this arm off from the handle and from the mechanism and just straighten these out just a fraction, it'll make this arm a bit longer, so hopefully the travel of the button will push that down as it should be. That's the theory anyway, so we give that a go. Okay, we got the rod out. This is the rod in question. If I just put that on a flat surface for a second. It's better. Where are we? Right. What I've done is, I think over time, this bend here and then this bend here has become greater just through wear and tear, basically. Thus, I don't think it was pushing the rod down far enough. So I've just bent that up, or straightened it, should I say. I've just straightened that up a bit. So let's go and put it in and see how we get on. Right, that goes in that way. I use the torch. I'll see what I'm doing then. Right. So that goes in behind in that hole. Come on. There. And then that clips on. And then this one down here. See if I can get it from this angle. Can we see? Yep. That's it, that focus. That goes into there. Oh dear. There you go. Let's push that down actually. I just felt that. And that clips on there. Right. So let's just close this up. Right. Fingers crossed. And let's see if that'll work. Ha! Bang and mush. Where are we? There you go. That's working. Close the door. There you go. Love it. Bang in. There you go. Job. That's all we talk, going everywhere. Right, there you go. So I was right then. Something inside there was bent and the clip would come off on that one. Sorted, George. Right, let's put it all back together. Right, that's that jobbed. Or 2 jobs should I say. That's got them opening and closing lovely, and that's brilliant, as you do. Fabulous. That's the good thing about these old girls. They're just basic mechanics, rods, pulleys, etc. There's no fish and chips and electronics and anything else to worry about. They're pretty easy to suss out what the problem is. I hope this has helped you out. Like, share, subscribe if you wouldn't mind, and till next time, Sorted George.